Hi, this is Saad Aslam. I hope you are all doing well. So today we are going to discuss how to reverse a linked list. Okay, so first discuss the problem statement. So here on the computer screen, you can see like given the head of a singly linked list, we have to reverse the list and then return the reverse list. Okay, so the problem is simple, like it is a simple problem of reversing a linked list. There are a couple of problems that are a bit advanced of reverse list, but for now we are discussing the simple version of reversing a linked list. So given a linked list in example 1, we simply have to return the reverse form of it. Okay, so here in the example you can see there is a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after reversing the reverse linked list is like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have to return that list. So before moving on, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to subscribe the YouTube channel and all of the YouTube stuff. So now let's go to our whiteboard section to discuss the problem statement. Okay, so let's go to whiteboard section. Okay, so here we are in our whiteboard section. Here you can see I have taken the same list given in the example 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see in the example like we are provided with the head, like the head of a list. Okay, so here the linked list is given and the head of the linked list is also provided. So we have to reverse this list. Okay, so the approach we are going to use will be something like, let me just, okay. Okay, we will follow these steps. Okay, so to reverse our linked list. For this, in these tabs, you can find a couple of pointers. Like first we have current pointer, the next we have next pointer, and the previous pointer also. So in addition to head, we are also going to take 3 pointers. Like suppose like this is our head. For head we will use H, and for current we will use C, like C will be used as current, next will be used as N, and previous will be used as P for our ease. So first C will be initialized with head. Okay, so first we are going to initialize C with head, and previous will be first initialized to null. Okay, so suppose these are initially null. Okay, so as C, our current pointer is currently pointing to head, so here you can see like C will be pointing to head. Okay, so both head and current are at the same point. So now let's follow the steps. So while current is not null, so as current is not null, so next is equals to current dot next. So what is in the next of the current? So the next of the current is true. Okay, so here you can see the pointer. So first what we will do, like let me just raise this. Okay. So currently our next is this, and next step is this. So current dot next is equals to previous. So now we have to make the next of current to previous. So previous as previous is null. So suppose this is previous as null. Currently like behind this is null. So we are pointing to this. Okay. So the next of 1 will be pointing to previous as it is currently null, and we have to remove the link of the next as next is currently pointing to the previous. Now the next step, so the next step is previous is equals to current. Okay, so currently what is previous? So previous is this, so previous will be also pointing to this. Okay, let me just this. Okay, so previous is also this, and we have to remove this. Okay, and current is equals to next. So what is in the what is the next pointer? So currently next pointer is this, so C will be moved to the next pointer. So we have to remove this, and now C is also pointing to this. Okay, see this. Okay, so after performing one iteration, our pointers are something like this. So now again pointing while loop, we are going to iterate it in the while loop. So currently current is also not null. So we are going to follow the same steps. Next is equals to current dot next. So what is in the currently the next? So the next of current is 3. So n will be moved here. Okay. Why my pointers are not working? Okay. So next will be moved here, and we have to remove the previous next pointer. Okay. And after that, the next step is current dot next is equals to previous. So where is previous? So current dot next is this. So previous is this. Okay, and we have to remove the, because it is a single linked list. Like if it is a double linked list, we can make use of the previous pointer and the next pointer, but in single linked list we only have one direction, like we can go to this or this. So when we are pointing towards the previous, we also have to remove the previous pointer of the current. So as we have to remove this pointer. Okay, so now this previous is equals to current. So what is previous? So previous will be pointing here, and this will be removed. So we have to remove this. Okay, and current is equals to next. So current will be moved here. Okay, and we will move this. Okay, current is equals to next. So we have performed 2 iterations. Okay, so as while current is not null, so current is currently not null. So we are also going to perform the next steps, like next is equals to, we have removed this pointer. Okay, so current next is equals to current dot next. So what is in the next? So then next will be moved here. Okay, and we have to remove this. Okay, current dot next is equals to previous. So current dot next, this current, like the next of the current will be pointing to the previous. Okay, and we have to remove the previous pointer. This previous is equals to current. So like this point, this step previous is equals to current. So previous will move here. We have to remove this. Okay, the next step is current is equals to next. So C will be moved here, and we are going to remove this. Okay, so we have performed our third iteration. So again, while current is not null, current is currently not null, next is equals to current dot next, this, next is this. So we are removing this. Current dot next is equals to previous. So current dot next is equals to previous. We are removing this. Previous is equals to current. So previous is equals to current. Okay, this, and current is equals to next. Current is equals to next, and this. So we have performed 4th iteration. Okay, so here you can see for the 5th iteration, current is not null. So this is the last node, but it is currently not null. So we have to perform the 5th iteration. So next is equals to current dot next. So like the next will be pointing to null. You can see like if the next is null, so next will be moved to this. Like it is now currently next is pointing to null. Like suppose this is null. Okay. So currently, let me just move a bit to the right. So current the next like the last node is at null. So next is equal to current dot next. So n is pointing to null. We have to remove this. Okay. The next is current dot next is equals to previous. So current dot next is equals to previous, this pointer, and previous is equals to current. Previous will be moved here. Okay, and current is equals to next. So current will be moved here, and remove the previous pointers like this and this. So we have performed our 5th iteration. So one thing you have to notice, like now current is null, so we do not have to iterate through the loop again. Okay, so we are like we have performed all of the steps, and the thing you have to notice, like currently we have to return this p. Why this is okay. So now our previous pointer is pointing at the last node, and if we see, like if we start from the p, like if we iterate through the p and the pointing towards from the p towards the end, we can find the reverse list. So like suppose we start from p, like there is a connection from 5 4 3 2 1, and if we return p, so we can have the reverse list like 5 4 3 2 1. So this is the reverse list. We simply have to return the previous pointer after processing all of the for loop. So this is like one of the most commonly asked interview question. Like there are a couple of different versions of it. Like we have to find the reverse of a linked list in a group. We have to find reverse of some chunks, and there are a couple of different versions of reversing a linked list. But before moving to that versions, you first have to make a grip on this one. So I hope you have understand the approach of it. This is one of like more commonly asked interview questions. So I would request you like try to implement it thoroughly. Okay. So if you have any questions regarding the approach of it, you can let me know in comments, or you can reach me out on LinkedIn as well. So now let's try to implement this approach in our coding section. Okay, so here we are in our implementation part. So first we will implement this in Java, and after that we will quickly implement in C++ too. So as discussed in our approach, we are going to use 3 additional pointers. We are given the head, and we have to make current, previous, and next pointer. So current, so as current will be pointing to the head of the linked list, and previous will be pointing to null, and next currently will be pointing to null. Okay, so after that we have to make a loop that will traverse the list from starting from the current to the end. So while current not null. Okay, current not null, so we have to perform the same steps. So what were the steps? So currently we need to check like next is equals to current dot next. So like next will current dot next, and current dot next will be equals to the previous, and previous is equals to current, and current is equals to next. So these are the same steps we have discussed in the approach. So you have to like follow the order of it, like the order of it matters a lot. Like first we have to assign the current dot next to next, and the current dot next will point to the previous. Then we have to move the previous to the current and current to the next, so that we can store our location of the pointers. So after processing through the loop, we simply have to return the previous pointer, because previous pointer will be pointing towards the last node. Okay, so through which we can return the reverse list. So previous, and I think that's it. Current dot next, previous equals to null. So now let's try to run this code. Okay, here you can see the code has run successfully. Now let's try to submit this. Okay, so here you can see the code has submitted successfully. Okay, so now let's try to quickly implement in C++2. So let's select C++ before. Okay, C++. Okay, so that's the C++ part. The implementation is similar to our Java, but a difference of the syntax we have to make sure. So list node. Okay, so in C++ we use a static before the pointers, like current, and current will be pointing to head. Next, static this, and null is in capital letters, and previous null. Okay, while current not null. Next. So in C++ we make use of arrow symbol like this to access the next, you can say the next pointers next to previous pointer, like suppose next, and current dot next equals to previous equals to current, and current. Okay, so now let's try to run this code. Okay, the code has run successfully in C++2. Now let's submit this. Okay, so you can see the code has submitted successfully. So this is the implementation of reversing a linked list in Java and in C++. I have discussed the problem statement, the approach of it, and the implementation of it in detail. If you have any further questions, you can let me know in comments. I have a complete playlist on this problem solving questions. You can go and check out those videos as well. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.